Come on.
They'll be on high alert here.
Don't leave your body to the crowd!
What's happening over there? Body. Stay alert.
Die!
To the dog!
I got you!
Someone wants your head. They're paying well.
I'll get the alarm!
They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
I'm coming for all of you.
Nothing there. Hide me here!
No! Fire! Out! Ah, for... Out! Out!
I knew you'd come find me, sooner or later.
What tipped you off?
You killed my soldiers, but...
You helped my family when I couldn't. Even if we're apart, I know they're safe. Thanks to you.
It's the least I could do.
The world is so chaotic now.
The cult made it that way.
We're living in divided times. Sparta against Athens. Old against new.
And do you think the cultists aren't stoking the flames on both sides?
I've seen what they can do. What they're willing to do. I want what's best for Arcadia. I'll consider what you have to say.
It's not too late. Leave the cult of Cosmos and join Brasidas.
You consider me your ally today. How can I know you and Brasidas won't change your minds?
We can work together against our common enemy. You deserve better than to live under the threat of the cult.
You sound like Brasidas when he was your age. You give me hope. The cult gave me this. They said it was a sign of my devotion. Maybe you can use it against them.
I'm sure I could find a way.
Lift the bounty on you and Merini, and may you find success in your fight against this evil.
Thank you, Archon. We appreciate it.
You saved my family from the cult by yourself. You're courageous.
Why?
You've made an enemy of a king. Pausanias threatened my family with torture and death if I betrayed him.
Pausanias? Do you have proof?
Here. Evidence of his treachery.
Thank you. I'll see about this king of lies.
Ares has chosen me to lead the Spartans to glory. There can only be one.
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
You're going to die here, coward.
The bounty is lifted. Logos is alive.
See? I knew we could solve this without violence.
That cultist deserved to die.
Logos is no longer with the cult. I convinced him he's safer without them.
The cult of Cosmos would eat their own young if it served their needs.
Not Lagos. He was being blackmailed by King Pausanias. He had Lagos's family at knife point, and I have proof.
King Pausanias? We must return to Sparta to confront him.
You're right. We've done all we can. It's time to go to Sparta.
Yes, it's time we returned.
Very well. I'll take my leave of you, Alexios. I won't soon forget your good work here. It was good to see you again, Marini. Though we had our disagreements, I do hope you regain your house soon.
Arcadia is safe once more.
And the bounty is lifted. We are free to travel without fear.
Then let's continue our journey. Let's hope no one notices me here.
When deciding where our loyalties lie, we must consider the end.
The warehouse is off limits.
But I need those records.
And I need 3 fewer daughters. But we don't often get what we want. That's strange.
Ukethi! Ukethi!
Shit! Out! Out! What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records, but I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha, he's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Daggers strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. They're the reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I found these.
Wonderful! Though I'll need more evidence if I'm to track down the leader of the Dagger.
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the Dagger. One set of records will be scattered around the warehouse.
What can you tell me about the man?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed, the living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of Eretrias. Total ruin!
The Dagger. Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows, unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive...
The warehouse. There's the warehouse dock. Now to find those records. Records of the trades Envios made in the last 6 months. Maybe the identity of the Dagger's leader is in here. Records of ship names. What docked where and when. This might help Agapios. I found the records, Agapios.
My master will be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave, but I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
We do what we have to survive.
Exactly. I don't blame my father for selling me to slavery. It's what he had to do. He got me out of my old life and gave me a chance at a better one. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but being one provides me food, shelter, safety, and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the Dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it.
Welcome. I'll see you later.
Not only is life easier and safer with a slave, it's more rewarding. You're not just purchasing highly skilled workers, you're purchasing family.
No. This can't... How is this possible?
Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the dagger have wounded Envia. Envia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell him.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the robin. And the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a dagger.
You know your brother better than these records. If you believe this Kingfisher isn't him, then you're right.
Thank you. Yes. The boy I knew, there's no way he could be involved in this.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neridos. His name was Neridos. Older than me. More trouble than me too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the dagger. The magistrate's treasury runs deep.
Whatever it takes, I'm in.
I know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger's inners.
I should bet
there is a shipwreck along Evia's...
We are in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
You said you know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger. Maybe I could beat some information out of him.
No. He wasn't friends with them. He was targeted by them. He's rich. Or he was. Anytime someone in the dagger needed to line their tunic with Rahmi, they'd visit him.
Then he may know the Kingfisher's true identity.
Which would clear my brother's name.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Kalki City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The dagger used propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Needs, warnings, anything that might help us.
I have enough to go on.
He won't be.
Keep your distance! You! Don't move! Off we go then.
Δι διαφυγήν με ετεύθεν παντήσω.
Μη τούτο πειράζεις.
Έλα.
I won't let you do something these lines are really
That dagger sympathizer.
Killing him won't solve anything, Praxilios!
But we can't just sit here and let him do this to Acidia. To the children.
You think I don't have their well-being in mind?
Well, you certainly aren't acting like it.
How dare you!
Enough, you two!
Who do you think you are?
The Mystios is right. Calm down. It's bad for the...
Speak up, stranger.
Agapios sent me. He wants to prove his brother's innocence and destroy the dagger.
His brother? Neritos? Didn't he die on...
Stop, Idia. We're in enough trouble as it is.
Tell me what you know.
Let's make a deal. Kill a man for me, Mystios. Help me, and I'll tell you about the dagger's base of operations.
We've been through this. No killing. Talk to the man instead. Make him honor his word to pay us.
Deal. I will take care of your
There's a man from the dagger. He approached us one day to help them spread their agenda.
He wanted us and the children to spread the message of the dagger.
He's just using you, exploiting your children for sympathy.
And now he intends to do it for free. He stopped paying us. and threatened to come after our children if we didn't continue.
I was going to kill him myself, but Idia...
We can't just take a life like that, Prexileos. That's not us.
He lives in the large house in the middle of the city. Kill him.
Listen to yourself. Talk to the man. But we aren't. I don't want to set a horrible...
I'll deal with the...
They'll just do it all the same!
That's him, the dagger man threatening the theater couple. I should be careful. I see. That's the big house they were talking about.
I can't keep doing this, but I have to. I have to do this. For family. Yes, that's right. For family. Amistios? What do you want?
I'm just here to talk.
Did the theater couple send you? I already told them to leave me alone. Or else I...
Or else what? You'd hurt the children that live there.
As unfortunate as that is, I would. For my family, I'd do anything. Guards! We have an intruder!
Victory! I've spotted you!
Mistios, I've sent the children away. Make sure this dagger Malaka doesn't get to...
Shut up! We'll find every last one of your precious kids. They'll fetch a good price.
Release them this instant.
I'll let them go. After I've made a few cuts.
Malaka!
The dagger doesn't appreciate your intrusions into our affairs.
Then you Malakas should get out of my way.
I'm a man that likes a little drama, so let's make this interesting. You, Mistios, seem to have a flair for the dramatic, and we are in a theater after all. So let's have you decide how this play will...
Get to the point.
Someone's got to die here today.
Easy. That's you.
Try, and these two will have their throats slit before you even reach me.
Don't do anything rash, Mistios.
But like I was saying, someone's got to die. But just one. It's so meddling, Mist.
Save Idia, Mistios.
Save Prexileos, Mistios.
No, save Idia. Please, you'll be saving
All right, time's up.
I'll save them both.
Skiros, Mist.
That's where they control...
You little...
Help me with this first! Good luck.
I won't let your dying words go to waste. Agapios will know about Skiros, and I will avenge the both of you. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. Watch will be vigilant here.
Γεύνο, τι δίπρατη. Πού δύναμε πιστεύει τούτο. Το άκουα.
This is bad.
Eto sotto!
Greece is finally free of your influence.
That's a taste! He's the one. That's it! Blood, scum!
Παύσεις, λέγω.
Hey!
I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Alexios. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I'm sure.
I'll gather the F4s and meet you in the throne room.
Who are the F4s?
You don't remember? Then again, you were only a child. The 5 F4s are elected from the citizens of Sparta. They have power over even the kings. You need to convince them if you wish to save Sparta from the cult's control.
See you in the throne room.
What are we waiting for?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You summoned the F-Force?
You must have achieved some success to earn this adoring crowd.
The Athenian forces in Viotia are no more. The land is yours.
That's excellent news!
I suppose you were too busy conquering territory to bring our champion to the Olympic Games.
I brought him to Elise, but he had an accident at sea. So I entered the games myself and won a wreath for Sparta.
By Nike! Well done, champion.
If you have nothing but good news to share, why did you call for the F-Force?
We were told serious charges would be brought.
Serious charges? Against whom?
You act as if you don't know. Against you, Pausanias.
I have traveled Spartan lands and beyond, and found proof of Pausanias' betrayal. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos. These traitors are willing to kill hundreds, through thousands. I have all the proof you need, right here.
Proof? What proof?
So the rumors are true. We never would have thought a king could be so dishonorable.
Honor belongs to history.
You deserve death for your crime.
How dare you threaten a king?
Pausanias, you are king no more. As of this day, you are exiled from Sparta.
Before Athena and Ares, I swear you'll regret this. Justice will be done.
You'll have your justice, puppet king!
Forgive us, my king. My son couldn't let him stay in power any longer.
Of course not. You've more than earned your citizenship. Sparta owes you thanks, and releases your home unto you.
Your home is returned.
Our homeland. Let us leave the court to its business. We'll talk outside. As for Pausanias, it would be wise to deal with him as soon as possible.
I will. He is a cultist after all.
When you've dealt with him, meet me at home.
With pleasure.
King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos. I'll have to kill him myself.
I know you're planning something. Adikoresty.
Πληγήσετε της. Πάυσε.
Where's Pausanias? Malaka. Yeah!
Ella.
Off we go now. Ella.
Are you trying to kill me? Your death is coming!
I'll drag your corpse through the streets.
King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos. I'll have to kill him myself. Where's Pausanias? Malaka.
I will break every bone in your body!
Ella. Where's Pausanias? Malaka.
Are you stupid? Move away! What are you doing? Make way! I need you to move!
Bow to your king, you insolent dog!
Well...
It's gone.
What's gone?
There was a skull here, a small rabbit skull, from your first hunt.
Why would someone take that?
There is only one person who would have taken it. Nikolaos.
Maybe seeing each other again made him think of this place. He did the same to me.
Seems I wasn't the only one yearning for home.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Brasidas, come in.
It's good to see the two of you back home.
It feels good to be here.
You're here instead of in training. What's wrong?
I'm heading to Pylos as soon as I can. I think you may want to come as well.
I'd be happy to return the favor. What's waiting for us in Pylos?
Glory. The Athenians are pushing the Spartans back even as we speak. It would be a devastating loss for Sparta, and I can't allow that to happen.
Sounds like you've lost confidence in Sparta's warriors.
They're as strong as they've ever been. But now they're facing a power they can't even imagine.
Do you mean Demos?
Yes, that's what the rumors say. A force of nature in the body of a mortal who can cut down any soldier in her path.
If Demos is in Pylos, we have to stop her.
I'll wait for you at the ship, but be quick. Each moment we waste is another Spartan dead.
Cassandra is in Pylos. You have to bring her back, Alexios.
Bring her back?
We have our home again. We can be a family. It isn't too late.
I'll bring her back, no matter what.
This is serious, Alexios. We may not get another chance.
I understand. She must have seen the cultists for what they truly are by now.
It doesn't matter what you have to do. Bring back your sister. You must.
Nothing will stop me. I shouldn't keep Brasitas waiting.
Be safe, Alexios.
Yeah! Come on! Let's go. I should be extra careful in this area.
Huh? Die!
God-cursed fire.
Mistress who dared defy Cosmo. My name is Polemo. I am the one who will end your life.
My good deeds for the day. Get in position to sail!
Nice to see you, Commander.
Get that sail down!
Days like these are a blessing from the gods.
It is a beautiful day.
Ah, the blue sea, the sunny sky, good companions, an exciting journey. This is the good life.
αμόμητον καλιστών που και θέλω. Εντός αμόμητον καλιστών που και θέλω. Ερέτο.
Lower the oars! More speed! Pull up here! Ready for sailing!
Ready when you are, Commander!
Go! I will attack! Enemies are close! Get ready! Archers! Take your mark! Let's move!
Watch them, Commander! They are heading this way!
Let's move it! Archers to the front!
You hit them squarely! Well done! We need to get back in position! Steady your aim! Commander, we need to brace or get out of the way!
Archers! Get ready to fire! Rowers, go! Arrows at the ready! Faster! Ready yourself for impact!
They're gearing up
More
to
speed!
Rabbans! They're not safe, Commander!
Get them!
Lose another hound! They're coming right at us!
Whoa! Feel that wind! I need archers! Arrows! Ready your bow! Head for open water! Maximum speed! Oars in! Full sail! Oars at the ready! Fast as we can! Ready for battle! Sail up!
How think they are going to rob us?
Archers, forward! Arrows! Let's go!
We need to move before they hit us! I think we're out of danger here.
More speed!
Waiting for a second. Commander.
Slower! Faster! Slow it down!
We'll wait for the commander's return.
Where's Brasidas?
What do you want with him?
We fought together.
A friend?
Yes, and a friend of Sparta. Now take me to him.
Stop! I have orders. Stand guard and wait for reinforcements. They were due 2 nights ago.
You can stop waiting. I've arrived.
You? The Athenians are dogs at our throats. You won't talk so tough once you see them.
I join you, and all they'll see is the ferryman.
Ha! Well met, warrior. You better fight as good as you talk. Come, we go to Brasidas.
A bad day for Athens! A glorious day for Sparta!
And it is one you cannot win.
If Brasidas dies, his blood is on your hands!
He's yours and every one of your friends!
Are you mad? We can still stop!
Enough! We will not stop!
I don't want to kill you, Cassandra, but I will stop you!
My name is Rima!
If we continue, one of us will die.
Isn't that the point?
I found Mater.
Finally reunited, only to lose each other again!
Don't know what you were thinking back there.
What? Trying to save you?
That's not what that was. I told you to stay out of my way. Yet here you are.
So, what? I'm a prisoner until I'm killed?
That's the plan. Or I could come in there and end you anytime I please. But before that, tell me what you know.
I thought your cultists told you everything. Sounds like you're on their side, but they're not on yours.
You think I'm just a puppet? Then prove it to me. Tell me why I'm on the wrong side. Convince me. I dare you.
What do you want to know?
everything you claim to be true. But after this, I kill you. Why was I abandoned that night on the mountain?
Abandon you? Is that what you call it?
There's no other name for what you did to me. I was left to die.
We tried to save you.
They decreed my fate, and you accepted it.
No one told you that I tried to save you? I ran to catch you. I killed an elder. That ended my life too.
Always trying to play the hero. It wasn't enough then, and it isn't enough now.
I did everything I could. And I'm doing the same today.
It's too late. There's nothing you could say to make me feel like family.
Listen, after you and the Elder fell, they threw me off Mount Aegetos too. Pater let me go. It was his duty.
You were abandoned too.
Yes.
But we both survived. Against their wishes.
We did. We're alive.
Maybe it serves them right.
Themos, we've been searching for you, and you are here. In the gutter. I heard shouting.
It's nothing.
Leave. Now! This was not your action to take, girl.
I am not your puppet. And you are not my master.
Of course, champion. Any indiscretion I won't repeat. Keep in mind, you put yourself in the cell.
I don't recall doing that.
You have to understand. This is all for Athens, Alexios. Pericles would have impoverished the entire city. The people were living in squalor.
So you had him murdered?
You can't find the perfect yolk without breaking some of the quail's eggs. He wasn't right for us.
Killing your adversaries proves what kind of leader you are.
Oh, I'm just getting started. If only you'd be around to watch.
Come into the cell. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Let's see what happens.
Fortunately for me, there are other fires I need to extinguish. I have heard word of revolt.
Already? That was fast.
I have a plan. They can't revolt if they're dead.
I don't know how you can take on a band of rebels if you refuse to fight this one.
The act itself is out of my hands. The vote has been cast. What did I tell you? The people have given me their blessing. I use their power.
That's not democracy.
The people have chosen their destiny, Alexios. They've chosen me.
Fuck you, Cleo.
I'm not alone in this. The people of Athens have spoken without me lifting a finger. That is how you treat rebellion.
They don't know what they're agreeing to.
The cult wins, Alexios. Now, I have to see about the boat heading to Mytilene. Its people are in for a rude awakening.
By the power of the gods, halt!
Good timing.
Interesting. Death may be the greatest of human blessings after all.
At least you tried.
Surely it's the thought that counts. Thank the gods you are alive, Alexios.
If those guards are not the last, I say we need to leave and do so quickly.
Wait, we need to talk about Cleon.
Socrates is on to that Malaka. We know what he is doing.
Be brief. His equipment, Varnavas. Come, Varnavas. Alexios, meet us at Pericles' residence. There we'll discuss all we know.
The steps to the Parthenon are long and built on corpses.
I won't die here!
I'm free! How can I ever repay you?
I'm here to see Socrates.
Alexios!
You know who I am?
Of course I do. Socrates never stops talking about you.
And you are...
His wife, of course. I'm Xanthippe.
Socrates never told me he had a wife.
Typical. The only time he's quiet is when he's eating. Yet he can't find time to mention me.
So, where is Socrates? I got a note that said to meet him here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself. Come, keep me company.
How long have you and Socrates been married?
It's been quite some time now.
What is it about him that you love so much?
Τι συνέβη μόλις?
Τελείωσαν. Love is not a word I'd use. It frustrates me to no end.
That doesn't surprise me.
Even so, it's worth the frustration. His mind is like no other. Not to mention, he's quite a good lover.
That's not something I wanted to picture. It must be why Alcibiades seems so infatuated with him.
Don't mention that name around me. Always coming by drunk, sending Socrates gifts like giant cakes.
I didn't know.
It's fine.
Xanthippe! Xanthippe, over here!
Πού καλή θέση του το εσύ?
Xanthippe!
What is it?
Socrates! They took him away. They said he was under arrest.
For what?
I have no idea. We were just talking after the symposium. I'd say go ask him yourself, but he'll be guarded. They took him southeast of here.
That fool! I knew this would happen to him one day.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
This is his doing. It's best to let these things run their course.
I can't believe Socrates was arrested. I need to find out what happened.
Ow!
Best stay out of sight.
You'd better not get too close.
Alexios, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Well, here I am. Though I'm more curious about how you are here. The guards let you in?
I only had to tell them how close we are, and they let me come see you.
Ah, then you used what you learned from me. I'm impressed.
My words cut very, very deep.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only a bit longer, I'm sure my trial would have taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
What if they find you guilty, and your punishment is severe?
That will never happen. I'll convince them I deserve to go free. You'll see.
What were you arrested for?
I haven't the slightest idea.
And that doesn't bother you?
Sometimes understanding does not come at the moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About...
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Socrates, the Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't. I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
I've known you for a while now.
That's true.
And you'd call us friends?
I would.
And friends share important things with one another. Is that so?
It is.
Then how did I not know you were married? From what you just said, that means either we're not friends, or that friends don't share with one another. So, which is it?
I've wondered how much of our conversation you've taken to heart. And now, I have my answer.
Were you doing anything when you got arrested?
If speaking my mind is worth imprisonment, then I suppose I was.
In the future, you may want to be more careful.
You risk life and limb every time you draw your blade. Just because it's my tongue that is sharp, doesn't mean I'm not prepared to face the consequences of using it.
Since you won't leave with me, I'll go see the Pythia myself.
That's not necessary.
I'll find out why she told you that. I won't let you go to trial, even if you think you'll be found innocent.
Ah, Alexios, you...
I'll come back when I have what I need. Better stay hidden.
Oh no, not you.
You remember me?
Just go. I'm too old for this.
Now you'll see Spartan courage!
I'm going to kill you!
Fuck you! Give up!
There might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You again?
I'm here for a different reason.
After last time, they tortured me. I thought they were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurt so badly, I begged for death.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Just hurry, and tell me what you want.
You told Socrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Socrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Socrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally? For what?
I know much of Socrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Socrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Socrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
I understand why you think Socrates can help, but why tell him he's the wisest?
He'll delve into what it means to be wisest. It's my hope he'll conclude he's not, and therefore doubt the words of the gods.
If you just told him your words aren't from the gods, wouldn't that serve the same purpose? And much quicker?
Socrates is not the type to desire the answer so easily. He'll have more drive when he finds the answer on his own.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Socrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Socrates, a student of his came by not long before you. He seemed distraught.
Distraught?
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him.
Please, don't come back here again.
This is it.
sorry for sharing my fear. What was that? Nothing.
This tomb is bigger than I thought. He has to be around here somewhere. You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Socrates.
You are? Prove it.
I've never met someone as smart as Socrates. I always think about our conversations long after they finished.
You know him all right. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Socrates.
I've always been curious. What does Socrates teach you?
So much. Follow him around for an entire day and you won't be able to sleep. Your mind will be so aflutter with thoughts.
I'm not sure I'd last a whole day with him. What drew you to Socrates?
I've never met a man like him and I don't think I ever will again. Every day with him is one worth waking up for.
I'll take care of the priests.
Thank you. And, well, please, give this to Socrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
That student gave me an idea. Xantippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Socrates. I'm not sure why the priests want Socrates gone, but I need to take care of them. I need to talk to them. Maybe I can...
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
A student gets to take all the knowledge of their teacher without needing to come up with answers themselves. If they're smart, they should surpass those they studied under.
An astute observation. The time saved by receiving the knowledge allows the student not only to expand on the ideas, but to come up with more of their own. But what if the student expands on ideas without first seeking the truth behind them?
If a student asks questions before first learning from their teacher, they've not only failed their teacher, but themselves.
Yes, and more would do well to challenge what they hear.
Your appearance betrays you, Misthios.
Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own. Something like that. He's the reason I'm here. Socrates needs your help.
Socrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you? So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves? I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Socrates was locked up? If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no. And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's view of us?
I can't even have a normal conversation with a child.
Normal is no fun. Look around. Everyone here wants the same thing.
Headaches?
Debate!
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious that you're a student of Socrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
Δεν βρουν έξω, Πυρέτα.
Περιπάτη!
Get over here, you spineless jellyfish, you!
I should try to stay out of sight.
What are you doing here?
It's a body. I'm going to see what happened.
Now that all the priests are dead, they won't be able to testify against Socrates. I should return to Socrates before the trial starts.
Stop there!
Socrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Me? Kill? Steal? Arrange protests?
Yes.
It does sound like me. But it was someone else this time.
I'm glad I asked.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear, and I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you've been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Cathan Pipi will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and where I say it. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
I doubt it. But it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Get somewhere safe sometimes. Things I do, it's sometimes hard to know.
Let's... Before anything else happens.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more.